A mecca for Southern Virginia short track racing for over half a century, South Boston Speedway today bills itself as America's hometown track. South Boston Speedway was a quarter-mile dirt track when it opened its gates in 1957. And that dusty incarnation hosted NASCAR stock car racing as well as a host of other stock and modified classes. Tonight they are home for the drivers of the Spark Racing League mini stock series here on the Overdrive Automotive Media YouTube channel. My name is Cameron, and I'll take you along for the ride tonight as we go for 70 laps with these four-cylinder bangers and go across this nice track. We're going to pick the action up right at the end of final practice. As we're always starting to see the carnage going along. That's happening. As we're all bored with the 99 Tom Lickard. Oh, we're going to see a lot of sliding and everything going on tonight. As we did in officials all week long. So I'm on board with Dave Grajewski. All right, that's the end of practice. All right, we're about ready to get into qualifying. We're going to stay right on board with Dade. Let's start it off, see what he can do. So, lap times we're talking about here tonight, it's going to be somewhere around 16.5 seconds per lap. If you're going to be on the pole, it's going to be close to that 16.5 mark. Ooh, as we get this loose coming out of the corner. As we're coming into this first lap. The lap speed of 17.02 seconds. We'll see what he can do on his second lap. Looks like 16.8. Now we're going to go on board with 36 Jacob Nixon. Looks like he's done a 16.63. Alright. We're going to go on board the 6 of, or the 1 car, Benson Weaver. It's the first lap of 16.66. And the second lap of 16.66. It'll be his best lap. Second lap of 16.71. We'll go hop in Jacob Phillips. On his first lap, 16.82. See if he. Oh, it goes straight to the top of the board with 16.51. So we're talking. So we're. It looks like the spread is from first all the way to fifth is. It's about 29 tenths of a second. We're on board with Steve Est. As he comes his first lap. It's nice and steady. It's 16.92. We're going to go on board with him as he's going to the second lap. As he get really argy-bargy. Coming out to finish the lap. It's a 16.76. Put him in provisional 5th place. So the top 5 as of right now, number 1 is 31 Jacob Phillips. Number 2 is the 36 Jacob Nickerson. In the 3rd position is the number 1 car of Benson Weaver. The 4 is the 99 of Tom Lickert. And 5, the one we just seen, was 60 of Steve Est. These cars are going to be very slidey coming into the corners when you get down on the brakes. I'll go on board with Jake Mockey here. See what he can do coming out of his first lap. As he bounces right off the rev limiter. His first lap is 16.87. Puts it in provisional 7th place. Alright, so the second lap takes him up to second at a time of 16.59. So, to put that in layman's terms, we're talking about legitimately a blink of an eye is separating all of these. As he's pulling down into the pit road. It looks like we're getting close to that to be the end of qualifying. Alright. So we'll go back through it. So the top 5 is provisional pole. You got Jacob Phillips. You got in 2nd place you got Jake Mockey. In 3rd place you got Jacob Nickerson. 4th place you got Benson Weaver. 5th place you got Tim Lickert. Alright, looks like we're last little bit of qualifying. while we wait on that, I'm gonna put up a video of practice during officials today. Me and the 36 of Jacob Nickerson was gracious enough to give me some time, and we just kind of hashed it out for a couple of laps.
For next week if we go dirt racing.
Right. So as you see here is him in his 36, I'm in the 2 car.
I think we threw in the idea of swapping at the road course because these cars don't drive good on road courses anymore.
Side by side.
It's been debated on rather Phoenix, Oxford, or linear dirt. Because those are the 3 like free tracks that are available. That's not already being used. And not Concord.
And be careful not to miss a shift because you're usually going 4th gear. Tonight we're only up the 3rd gear. If that's going under brakes, you're going to be really, really gentle on the brake pedal. Start sliding the front end.
I think a very underrated part of my car is the neon rear lights. I don't know what to put for the rear lights, so I just found a Google image of the 03 neon and slapped on there. It makes it look angry.
To my rear right there as I missed the corner a little bit, bring him straight into underneath me. Carry enough speed through the top. The bottom lane will start to slide a little bit. So it's going to create some good all out tonight. These guys are definitely going to run. I don't know if it's going to be as quite of a show as last week when we went to full distance without a caution. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. All right, I'm gonna pull up the grid right here. So it's just set on the pole. You got the 31 of Jacob Phillips. Second, you got the 13 of Jake Mockey. Starting 3rd is the 36 of Jacob Nickerson. Starting 4th is the 1 of Benson Weaver. Starting 5th is the 99 of Tom Lickert. And go up through the top 10. As we start to head off the field. Guys, it's gonna be very close quarters. Let's see how long we can get the leader of the race going. All right, the lights come off. We're getting ready to start this thing. These guys are putting on a good show tonight. Alright, here we go. Coming out turn 4. And hit the green flag. Looks like Jacob Phillips gets the jump. Jake Mockey's right on his tail. Jake trying to go up to the diamond in the corner off. He goes out a little high. Oh! Looks like something happens to Jacob Phillips. As Jake Mockey gets the lead. Benson Weaver started right on his tail. Jake Nickerson is keeping it in tow. Up in 3rd. Oh, it's hit it while it bouncing off the wall. We're going to go board on 36 of Jacob Nickerson. As he tries to come down, catch Benson and Jake. So as you see right here, as you go up in the center of the corner, you start under the brakes, very gingerly on that brake pressure. It's just gonna create a good push, and then also you gotta be gentle on the throttle. It's gonna get you loose off, as you see right there of Jacob. And it looks like Tom Licker gets the bottom of Jacob Nickerson. It looks like he gets the pass done on the inside. And see if he can get back. Alright, we're going up front to try and look at it again. So it looks like Jake and Benson is nice leader as we're coming up to lap 9. We're going to go take a look at back of the pack a little bit. As you're going to look at the 44 of Patrick O'Toole and the 33 of Dave Grajewski. We've got a couple groups of 2 going on. This looks like Benson's still riding the toe of Jake. Well on board with Benson. Very ginger on throttle. Trying not to slide the front end. We'll look for Benson to start searching around and see if he can start diming the corner and get the round off of on Jake. We got this whole field pretty much stretched out quite a bit. As we're coming to the lap 15. Go back and look at the 36 and 99's battle. As it looks like Jacob is starting to inch back in on Tom. The battle of the green cars. Oh, looks like Tom gets a little tight, a little loose coming out of the. That's gonna break Jacob right back underneath him. Oh, we're gonna have a little bit of a crossover. Same thing kind of happened with Jacob. Going into the corner. See if they can side draft off each other. We're on board with Tom. Oh, as he comes right, the take slapping of Jacob. Ooh. As it looks gets away, let's go take a look at this top 2 once more as we come up lap 20. As we're starting to get itched in on the lap traffic. He's riding the tire tracks of Jake. And they're both trying very hard not to slide tires coming off the corner. Let's take a look at this battle between the 44 and the 60 again. As they kind of pull away from Dade. So the 31 is back on pit road. So you're about to come up on the 69 of Larry Pauling. You see how they can articulate between them. Because we're already starting to inch in on lap 30. It's like these lap times are inching down to the 17-second mark now. If the tire's starting to wear off, we'll start seeing quite a bit more sliding. As they start to come up on the floor of Nathan Gentry. So right at the tire tracks. It's like he's starting to come off the back of Jake now. As we're about to inch it on halfway. Ooh, see, your car starts to migrate from loose coming off the corner to about tight. And go through each lap is going to keep getting worse and worse. And you're going to start using less and less brake and less throttle coming out of the corner. Nathan just kind of lets them come on by. And there he goes. He finally lets Benson on by. All right, we're back in the pack with the 99. I'm Tom Lickert and the 44 Patrick O'Toole. They're bringing that 33 of Jay Grajewski along with him. I just passed halfway. Let's go side by side. Let's see if we... Looks like he's trying to do the crossover coming back in turn one. Didn't quite make it stick. We'll go back at the front of the pack. See how this is going between Jake and Benson. These four cylinders are very, very easy to start over revving. Especially, like I said, I know Jacob Nickerson in 36 was very worried about um, mission shift at the first race because he's got the regular H pattern shifter compared to some of these other drivers that's got the paddle shifter to come along, and it looks like Benson's starting to come back up on Jake there. See, they both start to slide a little bit. Oh, is he getting a little crossover right there? You see, Jake's tail is starting to get a little tail happy. Starting to go, enter up a little high. Try to gain a little bit of arc coming down it. Open up the corner a little bit. If he's not careful, he's going to start opening up that door for Benson ever so slightly. Let's come up at lap 45. Slowly starting to get back on more lap traffic. Looks like they're coming up on the 69 once more. Go back on board with Benson. He tries to chase down Jake. Check out this battle back in the pack once again. As we got the 60 of Steve S and the 99 of Tom Lickert. As we got to come 23 laps to go. The leaders are starting to inching away on them. I love that. Once again, I love that number 60 paint scheme. Bring me back to the old Davey Allison days. And same kind of a days of the old Skull Bandit. This looks like Jake's starting to pull away from Benson. Well, on board with Jake as he comes up on lap traffic. His tires, it looks like the 99's starting to struggle quite a bit. Try to get as much speed as he in the corners. See, I can keep on board with Benson for a few laps to see the progress he makes on trying to get Jake. Go back on top. It's like a Jake puts 69 Larry Pauling another lap down as he's starting to come up on the 99 of Tom Lickert. Really struggling. These guys are really struggling with the tires now. These are all spread out throughout the pack with 15 laps to go. As Jake's starting to come back up on the number 4 of Nathan Gentry. He put him in that lap down. With 13 to go. Starting to come up on 60 of Steve S to put him a lap down. Let's keep an eye on it's like Benson is starting to inch back a little bit on Jake. Go back on board with him. It looks like Jake is starting to migrate a little bit towards the center of the track now. Let's go take a look at that 44 and the 33 battle again. These guys all like dropped. Looks like they're about 17.25 seconds. Started from about 16.6. So they've all, between this 70 lap run, they've dropped almost 3/4 of a second. Pretty gnarly tires. It looks like Jake is just driving away at this point. And 4 to go. Started driveway, start coming up on Dade to put him a lap down. I don't know if they're going to get there in 3 laps. Just checking on Benson once more. Since they're all starting to slide up the track, the tires start to go away. Coming to 2 to go. Coming to the white flag. This time by. Yeah, this Jake has put on a master clinic tonight. Showing his prowess. And big Iron Man. That's crazy. And Jake Maki wins the mini stock 70 at South Boston Speedway with Benson Weaver coming in 2nd, Jacob Nickerson 3rd, Patrick O'Toole in 4th, Dave Grajewski in 5th, Steve Vess in 6th, Tom Lickert in 7th, Larry Pauling in 8th, Nathan Gentry in 9th, and rounding out the top 10 is Jacob Phillips. As we see Jake do his victory run. I love the victory burnouts. Oh, that's Benson just runs into him. All right, so those two are playing around. Let's see if we can get Jacob Nickerson in on the broadcast with us. Then third. Jacob, are you there?
Buddy!
What is up?
I got one! I got podium!
How was that?
It was something, man. Oh, I thought it was game over in the beginning there. I nearly spun myself out.
I says, yeah, how the tires go along, going from what we seen there during the officials to tonight for the Spark Racing League. How did the tires fare for you?
The tires felt fine. I don't understand it.
Really? So did it the did you start getting loose and everything the longer the run, or did you go more to the tight side?
Once I saw the field back off from me, I started like driving a lot more conservatively. So
Mm-hmm.
it did get tight on me, yeah, but I just kept the thing under control. Didn't push it too hard.
That's
I mean,
yeah. So it looked like everyone was dropped about 3/4 of a second between the start of the race until the end of the race. So it's just kind of didn't know how much throttle and brake that everyone was using towards the end.
near the end there, I was definitely playing with the throttle, kind of like not off on, but like 80 to 30 to 70, and then back up to full.
Mm-hmm. That's good. It's like, remember any hairy moments all the way through it?
At the very beginning.
Oh, did you get a little bit with on cold tires?
Oh yeah, on cold tires and 99 of I think that's Tom in it. Yeah. Tom
Mm.
got on the inside of me. I thought it was game over. I was getting ready to finish fourth, but we had a hell of a battle there for a little bit. And I somehow got by him. And I mean, hell
That's
of a race from everybody. It's another caution-free mini stock race. Like, hell of a job from everybody in the field.
how did we end up with two of these in a row? I do would never know.
I thought, I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you have anything to say before I let you go?
I want to thank Team Jaws Racing for putting me on board to this great establishment from down home in Nova Scotia. I want to thank my sister, who I'm pretty sure is still watching now. I want to thank my mother. She watches this when she gets off work tomorrow. Uh, Thank you, friends and family. First podium in my personal league history. First podium of Spark history. Hopefully, there's more to come. And thank you for announcing us all the way through.
Oh, no problem. All right, we'll talk to you later.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye. It's always fun to talk with these guys. All right, let's bring in Brent Benson. Benson, it's Cam in the booth. Got ya?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. How did that one treat you?
man, I was trying to play mind games with Jake. It was yeah. Not quite the glory of last week, but hey, I'm for sure leading the points. I'm glad with that.
Yeah, that's really good. I seen you started inching in back on him, and then when you started doing lap traffic towards the end, he started to pull way back away from you.
Yeah. I was just I don't know. Lap traffic was tough for me. I didn't get by as smoothly as Jake did,
Mm-hmm.
and right at the start, he was yeah. We just decided we follow each other and check out from the field, which obviously you saw. But
Yeah.
I shouldn't have listened to him. I should have tried to pass him there because I could have. I should have taken the track position, but I let him keep the lead, and that yeah.
So how did the tires fare for you towards the end of the race?
Well, yeah, right at the end, I decided I'd try to use a bit more tire because the entire time we're just saving, 70 laps.
Mm-hmm.
And in practice, I was killing the tire super quick, so I was just saving the entire race. And so right at the end, I decided I'd try to use a little bit of tire. And it was just slower. Try to push it a bit more. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't any faster. It made it worse. So yeah, I mean the tires though held up fine because I just wasn't putting much stress on. So yeah.
That's cool. You have anything else you want to say before I let you go?
Well, check out number one hero cards. It's it makes your paint schemes look cool. Good way to show off your car.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so yeah, check that out. Uh, Thanks to you for the broadcast. Thanks to the league and especially Nathan for putting this all on. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's about it. Spark's a good place.
Yep. All right. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, see you.
Well, see ya. All right. All right. That was our second place tonight and our winner from last week, Benson Weaver. We'll bring it in at 13 of Jake Mockey, the winner of tonight's race. Jake, you got me?
What's going on, Cam?
What is happening? Decided to not join me in the booth and started getting in the car, and you got a win out of it tonight.
Hey, well you approved it, so don't give me too much. But hey, yeah, no, I hopped in last week. Was it last week? It was last week. I hopped in, got some racing with these guys, and I figured out a little trick in these mini stocks that I'm not going to divulge to anyone, but I think I figured it out, and I've been having some fun with these lately, and fortunately, I was lucky to be free tonight. Thanks to Daytona, you know, beating me down all weekend, so I freed up my night and came to race with these guys. And I gotta say, Benson was probably quicker than me tonight, but he gave me a lot of respect through that whole first half of the race, especially when we caught up to some traffic. But yeah, that was a fun one, man. I gotta say.
So yeah, he's saying he was saving through that whole run. He just by the time he started to go, the tires were already too gone. He couldn't do anything with you.
Oh, he was sitting in there in my ear like the little devil on my shoulder, trying to tell me that I was burning my tires up. Did not happen. I can tell you, my tires were perfectly fine at the end of that race. I had pace to keep going for a good while if we had to. So
That's
it
good.
was fun though.
Yeah. So you were speaking of Daytona. Tell us a little bit before I let you go on all that you went through this week with the 24 hours
Oh
of
man.
Daytona.
So I own and run a sim racing endurance racing team, and we had two cars competing this weekend at Daytona 24 hours. One Ferrari GTP and the other Cadillac GTP. I was in the Ferrari. At one point, we were 15 plus laps down, 20 at P20 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up grinding for like 16, 17 hours all the way up and got a P7 finish. And the other team, I had a couple of the Spark regular names. You'd see Jacob Phillips, Benson Weaver, Ryan Phillips, Rob Lytle, um, and then Chris French. They were all running in the Cadillac. Those guys had no endurance racing experience before this weekend, but um, they they acted like they had it because they went through the ringer as well, and they experienced pretty much just as much pain as I did. Uh, but yeah, they finished off in P9, so two top 10 finishes, not too bad, I'd say. Top five podium would have been way better, but you know, these special events, it's really just can you keep the car clean, and unfortunately, we weren't able to.
It seems like that's it, between any of us doing officials and everything earlier. I was about to say, just get boned
You
going
know,
into the corners.
the the problem that you experience in these GTPs, especially with, I mean, certain people were there was at one instance a car that was 107 laps down that took out the leader.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I mean, at a certain point, I know you got speed because you're in a quick car, but like you're
Mhm.
107 laps down off that guy. Do you really need to be pacing up that fast behind him?
Yeah,
It,
no kidding.
it is what it is, but that's why we run all these races to see where we are and stack up and
Hmm.
have our little egos boosted if we do good.
Oh, so tonight's definitely gonna boost your ego a little bit.
A little bit. I'm definitely gonna go brag to Benson because I will tell you I didn't hear the end of it after he won last week. So rub it in his face a little bit this week.
All right. Is there anything
I
else you
feel
want?
bad for Jacob though, but yeah.
What?
Sorry, cut you
I was,
off.
I was gonna
Go
say,
ahead.
what happened to Jacob?
So I don't know if it's a South Boston thing or if we had a restart rule turned on tonight that we weren't expecting, but when we got into the box, it gave us a pacing speed,
Mhm.
and Jacob just went a beat too early before the flag, like pretty much accelerated flag came out,
Oh.
and he got black flagged. So I think
Oh.
I think he called it a night there on that one.
He. It's like he tried to come out for a few laps and then he just took it to the garage. So
Yeah, I
I
think he was
that
just
sucks.
frustrated with it.
I don't blame
But
him. All right. So there
yeah,
anything?
Benson almost pushed me to a black flag, but it is what it is.
That's funny. Is there anything else you want to say before I let you go?
Well, shout out to my team, Big Fast. Shout out to Mythic Metals. Shout out to you for broadcasting this, and hopefully, I'll be able to join you in the booth this season. I know I've been busy on Sundays, and fortunately, have been lucky to be free these last 2 weeks, and didn't
Mhm.
want to surprise attack you last week, but
Oh, you're
um,
good.
this
It's a,
week I got these two other guys, pulling my leg to race, but I'll come back up and broadcast with you because I definitely miss it and I need to do it again.
all
So
right. Yeah, I miss you up here too, having a partner in crime. So, all right. We'll talk to you later.
have a good one, Cam.
Yeah, you too. See ya. All right. So that was the top three tonight. Starting with Jacob Dickerson, then you got Benson Weaver in second, and then the winner tonight was the 13 of Jake Mockey. That about do it for tonight's broadcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I definitely did call on it. If you like what you see, definitely subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna start putting to that, and then start up another about uh, another podcast. Also, I'm gonna start putting on the channel. So keep an eye open for some more content, and hope you join us in other races along during the season. Thank you for joining me. We'll talk to you later.